underneath it all, there it was, the feeling of feeling lost, and I eventually quit. In my high school years, in 11th and 12th, my stream was science, not because I enjoyed physics, chemistry, and all those things, but because you know I was good in maths, yeah, and my teachers also encouraged me because I was a good student. I scored well on exams, yeah. So, and also because science makes you look very intelligent than others, yeah. Because you see, science smart is the real smart, isn't it? Yeah, that's what I also thought before, but I do not believe that anymore. I didn't know at the time what I exactly wanted, what I liked and disliked. I was like very unaware of my things, my own interests, about myself, how I was, what I wanted. And if I compare that version of me to now, I'm like so aware. Sometimes I'm like so aware, it feels like I shouldn't be this much aware about everything. I had zero interest in science, so I barely studied it, and I didn't understand it. Not because I couldn't, because I didn't want to understand, because I had like zero interest in that subject. But still, somehow I passed with the minimum marks, and overall, I scored well because I scored pretty well in English literature and my native language in Bengali literature. And I also had this other optional subject, which was the environmental science. So I also scored well on that. So I had overall good marks. My area was always art. I enjoyed geography, I enjoyed history, I enjoyed philosophy, I loved literature. But I was too blind to see that after 12th I wanted to take the test, joint exam. It's the ultimate entrance exam for engineering in India. I wanted to take that. After 12th, I took a gap year, which later turned into 3 gap years. In that year, at first, I really studied. I was studying all day, every day, physics, chemistry, maths, blah blah blah, and but it went on for only just 2 months. I eventually quit because I found out that it's really not my thing, and when I don't have interest in something that I'm doing, I tend to give up very easily. I just quit. It's my thing. And so after that, I went for the persuasion of finding my passion. Long story short, it's been 3 years in that persuasion. Like I did almost everything: web design, graphic design, digital marketing, and coding. I also wanted to do hacking and many more things. Oh, and I also wanted to be like a painter because I am good at drawing and stuff, and I like it. Not too much, but I liked it a little, especially in my childhood when I was a kid. I enjoyed drawing and everything. So I thought maybe painting can be my thing. I quit that too. I did so many things, and I actually put in too much work in each one of them. Um, And I never took a pause. Like, I never wanted to feel like I don't know what I want. I At no point I felt like I don't want to do anything and just take a break and let what is meant to be find me. It wasn't like that. I was always in something, I was always doing something. Underneath it all, there it was, the feeling of feeling lost. And I eventually quit. Every time I quit and quit and quit. I always felt confused, always, I questioned myself, my self worth, my blah blah blah. Like, what am I doing with my life? Along with all these inner conflicts, there are these outer obstacles, like you have family expectation, society expectation, financial struggles, and too many things going on at the same time. And it feels like too much at times that you just want to give up. Like, what is even this passion? What am I running after, right? I wanted to give up. I was like, let's just follow the traditional college, get a job, and you know get married. By the end of 2025, I met a friend. She was an ex-friend from my high school. We're not in touch, and then we got in touch through another friend of ours, and so we started to going out, and we become good friends again, and now we are great friends. One day we were going to the cinema. Not going, actually, we are returning from the cinema. We're like talking about our life goals and dreams and all. She shared her dream. There is this specific country where she wants to go. So she was already studying that language for since high school, and she's in college right now. She's doing her bachelor's. So after bachelor's, she's going to do her master's there. And for me, I also said that, you know what, I still don't know what I want to do with my life. I am kind of doing this and that now and then, but I'm not really sure about what is the one specific thing that I really want to achieve in my life. I said that I also want to get out of India. I always watch this videos, vlogs, travel vlogs, and this influencer who lives in Paris, in Rome, and they study art, they study literature, and that really inspires me. But I don't know, you know, how to exactly get there. I have some plans, but I'm not sure about those. And she was like, why why don't you go to college? And if you did went to college, then you could also do your masters in somewhere in Europe, like me. I said that, yeah, I would think about it. Maybe there is some way. Let me think about it. That day, I really started thinking, and it was by the end of January, and I came up with this, like, I already wasted 3 years of my life. Maybe it was not a waste. I don't see anything as a waste from now on. I don't know why I said that, because that really helped me um, know myself better, like what I like, what I dislike, how I want to live my life, and everything. So those were not wasted years, but still, you know, 3 years is a big duration, and I could have done what I wanted in those years, but I didn't. So I thought that if I really want to go to Europe, because that's what I always dreamt of, you know, why should I wait another 3 years here, and I would have to yearn for my European dream? So, is there any way I can do my bachelor's in Europe with whatever qualification, whatever I have? Is that Will that be possible? In the first 2 days of February, I researched everything that I needed to start, and I headed off from the next day. From the 3rd of February, I started following my plan, my biggest dream that I've ever had in my life. And gladly, I haven't quit it. I mean, more than everything else, I was scared of me giving up because that's what I always do. And I think it's an event worth celebrating, which I'm going to do pretty soon by treating myself to a good, nice solo date when I have some. I really want to go out by myself, you know. That day I went out by myself for the first time to watch a movie at the cinema, and since then I cannot, like, yearning for another solo date, but I don't know when I'm going to have that. You know, I want to make better videos, but I don't know how to because I barely go out, and I also don't have anything that I can show in my room like other creators. But I will really try to do something different from now on. Um, it's a little bit different from what I do. Made myself a little chai coffee